Let your chaos explode. Quote from Tissaia de Vries to Yennefer of Vengerberg at the Battle of Sodden Hill in The Witcher, right before Yennefer single-handedly won a war. Welcome to my new channel, in which I discuss productivity through the lens of ADHD and D&D, specifically within the Abyss, the home of chaos. I have embarked on a quest to become richer than God, rich enough to buy myself a yacht, like for real. And I figure that ascension path might be fun to do on the internet. So here is the start of my public knowledge repository, which I've created on GitHub. We'll put a link to that on the screen, but it is not starting blank. I took a second to implement everything that I'm currently doing in my private repository for Obsidian, this app that I'm using to take notes and manage all of my knowledge. So this graph on the right-hand side here shows the implementation of kind of structure and stuff that I needed to reverse engineer for myself to kind of figure out productivity with ADHD. It will be an ongoing work in progress, but right now it contains multiple systems that I've learned and implemented for myself. I'm trying to control my chaos. I don't even have to tell you what any of this is to kind of explain a few things already. Obsidian lets you link your knowledge together like Wikipedia. It's very useful. It's way more useful to me than storing like notes in folders and stuff, which is why when I found this app, I'm like, this is my killer app. That's an old term, killer app. Back in the day when computers were new and not everyone had them, killer app was the reason you would purchase like a system, an operating system. There were many of them in the past. There's not so many of them now because there's millions of apps that do whatever you want. So having one app as the reason you use something is kind of outdated, but Obsidian is mine. Once I found this, I'm like, this is the one that I wish I've had my entire life. There are other apps that let you link stuff together like this, including just Apple Notes now, to my understanding, but this was the one I found first. So it's the one I use, and I found it to be like the most customizable as well. So for this one, I put a cool purple theme on it, and without even telling you what any of these notes are or how or what the structures are within these notes, you can see that there is structure that exists that I've created just with links and tags and things. There's a big section of green stuff over here. What is that? Looks very organized. There's a huge chunk of problems down here. There's stuff over here that looks like it spreads between two nodes. And then kind of a whole bunch of stuff centralized in the middle, an emergent structure. And I've decided to anchor that structure throughout the 666 layers of the Abyss. That's a thing in D&D. It's one of the planes. In fact, that's how I logically have organized this entire vault into layers. Only a few of them are mapped right now, but more will come as I continue building this repository. But the general idea, at least, is once you find yourself within a certain layer of the Abyss, there's a set of actions that you're supposed to do on that layer to get to a different layer or to escape it, whatever. That's the idea. I found that with ADHD, gamifying as much shit as you can makes you more productive. So if you like gamify your note taking and your knowledge and your content consumption, it's all of a sudden a fun activity, not boring admin tasks. A game where we get to navigate a mind palace. Isn't that cool? My mind is a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they want to be me, but they don't know. They don't understand. That's an Elon quote. He's controversial, but yeah, he's the one who said that. And it's like, bro, you've got ADHD. Like, your mind is chaotic. I understand fine. So, I'm currently working on getting a great wheel of content spinning to try to chase some of those attention dollars. So, if you like productivity things, personal knowledge management things, Obsidian, ADHD, D&D, you can follow me here. I'll talk about other things elsewhere, but on this channel at least, ADHD Demon. These are the topics for this channel. You can follow me elsewhere using links I put in the comments or description of the video.